Okay, I simply cannot take this anymore. MrRepZion did this video about how I went to a club, and I couldn't even watch the whole thing because it was aggravating the shit out of me. Now, I do not have the kind of camera that can take clips of his video and then I will answer and retort what parts of it annoyed me, so I had to write down here some talking points, and one of them is that he was 19 and the club rules said that you had to be 21 to enter, or whatever. Maybe that's the law of his city or something. Who fucking cares? That's 2 years apart. That's nothing. No one really cares if you're technically 21. They just do that so you don't go in and you're like 15 or something. Jesus Christ, use some common sense. The other one was 160 miles per hour. Woo, my mom used to drive like that all the fucking time when I was like 5. So, you know, man up. Another one, this one I just pointed out for myself, that why the fuck are we so head set on listening to this guy? Clearly he wants to become a police officer, or at least a police investigator. He obviously doesn't want to become a literal cop because he's not equipped. Look at him physically. He is not equipped to be a cop. He would get his ass kicked. What he wants to do is CSI work or some shit, and he's a class traitor. That's what it comes down to. The fact that this guy is going to grow up to be one of those fucking assholes harassing people on Occupy Wall Street or something. While he will not be on the front lines beating you with a nightstick, he will be there to give the real cops a hand job and do their work for them in investigating, i.e. planting a knife on the local Negro, as opposed to actually getting in there, risking life and limb to be in that high-stakes position. So, and then the fourth concept is, how sheltered is MrRepZion? That's a good question, because how fucking sheltered do you have to be to not know what a club is like, and to be so freaked out by it? You know, do I look like someone that is a party animal? No. But I know what the club scene is like. In fact, many of my ex-girlfriends used to like going to this gothic club, and there's all kinds of vampires in there, and they like to bite on each other and dry hump each other and shit. It's pretty raunchy. And, you know, even I know what that is like, and I can bet money that there will be several comments as I upload this video about how Jim Prophet is very much sheltered, and Jim Prophet has never left his house, blah, blah, blah. But, yes, I have been to clubs, and I have seen how loud they get, I have seen how smutty they get, and that's the whole point. The point is to meet drugged out, drunken women and have sex with them, because that is how we procreate in the modern civilization. That is the breeding grounds that we go to, much like penguins would go to a certain area and fluster their feathers and find little gemstones to give to one another. That is our species mating ritual, is to go to these clubs, and instead of offering cute gems, we offer free alcohol and acid to get them in a state of euphoria. And then they open up their legs and present themselves to the male, and then the male inserts their genitalia, and then a baby is born. That's how it works, MrRepZion. That's the life of an adult. So, I just needed to point that out, because everything about this guy aggravates the shit out of me. And it's not like in a way where I'm like angry about it. I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, how can anyone be this naive and be this, you know, callous and just putrid? He's like an imp. He's like Golem from Lord of the Rings, and people worship the ground he walks on. It boggles my mind. You know, Amazing Atheist, I can understand why he gets the fan base he does. Because Amazing Atheist is funny, he's witty, he's been on YouTube for a very long time, he actually has facial hair and looks like he's a male gender. MrRepZion looks like a little boy trying to get into a man's field. No wonder he was so scared of going into a 21 plus club. He looks like he's fucking 10 years old, and he acts like he's 10 years old. So maybe that's why. Maybe he secretly is a 10-year-old. He's just a very articulated 10-year-old. He's like fucking Jimmy Neutron, and he's using his upper class intelligence to fool us all. But whatever the reason, I just needed to point that out, how this annoys the shit out of me, and I just wanted to bash MrRepZion because I get a lot of enjoyment out of that. I get a lot of enjoyment on picking on the rich and hopefully making him feel a little bad. So,